That feeling when you went to space a Soviet and came back a Russian. What is this new flag behind me? Wait, what happened to my arm patch? The hammer and sickle's gone. This is actually like a little depressing. I feel bad for him. This did actually happen as well. 2 Soviet astronauts went up into the Russian space station and they came back with a very different country. 1991, hell of a year. German gun fires. French field manual. You should be able to advance about 50 meters before they can fire again. German machine gun fires again immediately. Come again in French. And look at that. 4 years later, you find yourself in that same exact trench. World War I seemed fun. I guess this actually happened in the first week. They didn't realize that they weren't going to be able to advance at all. I want a goth GF, and I want her now. Hi. Get scared. Please, miss, use me as your doormat. I was gonna start barking, but I don't know if I can. Egyptians, if you dig up this person's tomb, you will have bad luck, illness, and death. Archaeologists of colonial powers. Oh, really? That's an added bonus. What's this fool's name? King Tut? Whatever. How people think Switzerland watched the world wars. Calm, neutral noises. Versus how Switzerland actually was. It is funny that we kind of just ignore this in the memes. I mean, just look at them on the map. You know they were just terrified. Actually, now that I think about it, that's what this image was all about, right? Switzerland being surrounded. This is literally 1984. This was the US presidential election back during that year. Ah, yes. It all makes sense now. Aw, how adorable. US sleeps on West Germany's shoulder. Economic boom. Ooh, woo. Oh, that's so horrible. West Germany and East Germany definitely had very different situations play out.
Tell me you were born before the year 2000 without actually telling me that you were born before the year 2000.
I was arrested for illegal border crossing from West Berlin to East Berlin when I was 14.
Yep, definitely before the year 2000, that's for sure. Wait a second. Illegal border crossing from west to east? Isn't that the wrong way? Midas and Medusa, a very brief affair. Oh, bro, come on. You played yourself. Didn't even get to the doorway before you turned into stone, but I guess it was worth a shot. That's why you gotta go in like this. Hey, where you at? Your husband, Henry VIII, calls you ugly. He doesn't behead you, and you get a good divorce settlement. That's right, get that child support. Well, actually, maybe not child support, but hopefully you didn't sign a prenup. China demonizing the USSR in the 50s for reforming its communism versus China reforming its communism in the 1970s. Oops, did I do that? Also China, when they realize they're the only major communist superpower left 30 years later. American colonists when literal human beings are being sold in their country. I sleep. American colonists when forced to pay a little bit more for hot leaf water. Real shit? They'd be like, burn it all down. I literally don't want to live in this country anymore. The UK and US with the Geneva Convention. No, Germany with the Geneva Convention. And Imperial Japan with the Geneva Suggestion. More like the Geneva Checklist. Greece and Turkey joining NATO together in 1952 like, get along shirt. They're both not happy about it, but I don't know, they gotta figure it out. Have fun, you two. A terrifying Soviet satellite sending subliminal messages from space. The US is like, what? Wait a second. Sputnik beeping every time it orbited the Earth. I think we must have vastly overestimated this power. The idea of having a giant spacecraft revolve around the Earth for the first time ever must have been pretty terrifying though, if you think about it. Like, Americans must have thought the Soviets got a hold of like alien technology. Hey nerd, you wanna walk with me to my locker? I thought it was pretty cool of you to interrupt the history teacher to tell the class about things you read on 4chan. Can't read the rest of that statement, but finally, there's a waifu for everyone out there, boys. This, philosopher thinks 5 seconds later, I am. Oh yeah, I know about this guy. You just gotta say I am, and I remember him. This dude is actually credited for a crazy amount of things. We need to end the Korean War as quickly as possible. No, not MacArthur saying I agree. This was literally the face of Douglas MacArthur pretty much straight after World War II. There's no such thing as a problem that a couple of nukes can't fix. Prisoners tattooing Stalin's face on their chest, arms, and legs. Soviet prison guards who couldn't shoot at images of national leaders. Reverse card, and when they're sleeping at night, maybe put like American leaders on their chest. They wake up, they have to oof themselves. Charles Darwin, inbreeding negatively affects the health of resulting offspring. Also Charles Darwin, who was freaking his cousin. Hey, don't knock it until you try it. We have the Holy Roman Empire, the Byzantine Empire, the Roman Empire, and then whatever the freak Mussolini was trying to do. And these Spider-Man actors they chose to compare this to is pretty much perfect. You got Toby as the original, can't beat him. Byzantine, the new guy, pretty good, but let's be real. I mean, this was only moderately better than Danny DeVito's version. Pulling off a professional art heist at the National Museum in Stockholm, using your real phone number when renting the getaway boat. This happened in the year 2000 in Sweden, and everything went perfectly except for this one flaw. Popular quotes of US presidents. JFK said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country." FDR be like, "Only thing we have to fear is fear itself." And then there's Dwight D. Eisenhower. And someone needs to put this on like a statue or something. How infamous. DreamWorks after sending animators to work on Shrek as punishment for failing on Prince of Egypt. Then seeing Shrek perform even better. Wait a minute. Imagine trying to punish animators, not like the marketers, because nobody watched the movie. I love this reverse card. Just like slap them with the greatest movie of all time then. Henry VIII's wives, if they never met him, pretty much would have had the greatest existence of all time. We should bring him back. Drake, yeah. Where's Reactor 4? This format will never not be funny to me. And I think Drake's about to grow a couple extra arms too. That might help. I gotta visit Chernobyl one day. USA during the Cold War be like US Air Force aircraft identification chart. We have weather balloon, weather balloon, weather balloon, weather balloon, weather balloon, Batmobile, weather balloon. All right, good. Got a Star Trek cameo in there as well. Random UFO. Checks out to me. Italian soldiers finding out they're attacking the same fortified Austrian mountain for the 40th time using the exact same strategy. 40th time's a charm. Disney filing a lawsuit against a Paraguayan company of packaged food in 1993 for using Mickey Mouse as their logo. The company winning the case because they registered the trademark first. Let's go. I'm all here for dishing out Disney L's. You're Chinese? Man, Tiananmen Square was awful, huh? Censored and redacted pilled. I need to be careful. Am I about to be disappeared? Rome versus the Holy Roman Empire. Both vehicles look just as scary though. I personally wouldn't want to mess with either owner. Sparta was one of the least equal and least effective states in history. What? There's this huge myth of Spartan equality, but not only does that erase the fact that as much as 85% of the population of Spartans were slaves, but that even among the Spartan class there was significant disparity in wealth and power. Furthermore, Spartans... Okay, Jesse. Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm with Walt here. Okay. Where's the funny? Haha, here's the funny. Never seen that one before. POV, you're France and the UK. And the German Empire was just born. Yeah, this is the first time they were putting this shirt, but you know what? It actually worked. They were gonna work things out. Jadwiga of Poland, I am the king. Her husband, oh, but you're a girl. Wouldn't you rather be a princess? I am the princess king. That's actually exactly how it played out, right? England winning the Battle of Britain with historians. Oh wait, but you're kind of missing a pretty important part. You're gonna just ignore this little guy? I didn't know about that. That's crazy. Filter, I want Austria. Allies, okay. Filter, I want Czechoslovakia. Allies, okay. Filter, I want Poland. Okay. Stop the music. Now that's a step too far. Good thing too, because those pilots really helped. This guy, William, after writing Shrek in 1990. I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet, but your kids are gonna love it. It's crazy how many scripts just go underground for like a few decades and then eventually come back and make a huge hit. Germany, 1945. Teacher, why are you late? 14-year-old student who is also a part-time AA gunner. Good question. Man, he didn't even have time to shower. That guy is motivated. Kids on the front lines. There you go. The British leaving India knowing that they have lost control over it. This is fine. It's like the most important part of the British Empire. Yeah, we don't need that. Why I love Mitsubishi versus why my grandma does not like Mitsubishi. That definitely is gonna bring up some old flashbacks. Dad doesn't want cat. Family gets cat anyway. Dad and cat always goes this way. Doesn't even matter if you're the leader of a former communist empire. All right, gentlemen, we gotta rebrand. League of Nations? No. United Nations. It's amazing. It's just so simple. French national anthem music versus French national anthem lyrics. Do I want to know, France? You know what? I don't want to know. France, just stop, France. The USA never losing a war in which mules were used. Clearly overshadowing Canada's never losing a war as well. That's what we've been missing this whole time. Should have brought those to NAM. Here is East Berlin. Here is West Berlin. Here is West Germany. Here is East Germany. Here is post-WW2 Germany. That is actually scary accurate. That is Germany. Is that what we modeled the reconstruction of this country off of? Proud Maori warriors with handcrafted weapons getting destroyed by Maui who bought European muskets. I mean, why not a little bit of both? Why not put those blades on the end of the muskets? You know, you need a little bit of that too. Some guy in 1430, yo, I'm stuffing every organ back into the sheep's stomach and boiling it. All of Scotland. I'm skeptical that you could, yet I'm intrigued that you may. Something tells me Scotland's gonna base their whole identity off this, like an 11-year-old watching a subpar movie. We've got Trotsky writing a paper here. He was followed from country to country by Stalin's secret police. Was this actually what the dude that oofed Trotsky looked like? Cause damn, that drip. Finally, in 1940, he was killed by Stalin's agent in Mexico. Dress for the job you want. Oh, that's the joke. The joke is, this was more than likely a Russian dude. Man, he looked the part though. Blended straight in. No one. The Soviet Union in 1953. Stalin has left the online session. You can now eat again. Damn. Can we get an F in chat for Stalin? 42 trained and armed no-no Germans versus some Scottish dude with bagpipes and a claymore. And also knowledge, I'm assuming, of how to stuff the organs of a sheep back into its body. I don't know, something like that. Me? Mom, can we have Cuban Missile Crisis? Mom, no, we have Cuban Missile Crisis at home. Cuban Missile Crisis at home. Okay, he's stuffing the thing inside of the, oh. Come on, leave this man alone. I probably wouldn't even be able to carry it up there, let alone stuff it in. Italy joined World War on Entente side. Yeah, you thought German Hank didn't know Italy was about to pull a sneaky one on you. As punishment, you'll build funny, what is this? A lot of interesting looking vehicles. Is this what Germany did? They all have like faces on them, you can see it. Oh no, this is an Italian motor vehicle manufacturer which produces a range of two-wheeled motor vehicles. And they're still produced to this day, apparently. Man, I'm gonna have to get me one of these. These look actually kind of cool. Everyone rides around my neighborhood with golf carts. That's lame. The USA and USSR fighting to land on the moon first. All the while, the most powerful country, Zambia, trying to work on how to land on Mars. Hey, we're finally gonna start to use that knowledge, Zambia, just like 50 years in the making. We're pretty much gonna get there all because of their hard work. Humans arrive on a new continent. I am the megafauna now. Oh, I've heard about this megafauna. Oh, it's just animal life, like large animals. Yeah, we definitely are the megafauna. I think I recently just read into an alt history where megafauna invaded the Gulf Coast, but it was just like a hippopotamus horde. When you're in the middle of fighting a civil war, but then the Japanese invade, it is time to get along, shirt. And actually, y'all better be happy about that. There is no crying this time, cause Japan's gonna be brutal, I'm sorry to say. We have a map of Idaho and Montana. The human form of these two would probably look something like this. That's uncomfortable. You can literally see the nose and the sniffing happen. Hey, who knows? Maybe Idaho likes it. I don't know. European borders looking at USA's East Coast borders. I raised that boy. Actually, you did. You controlled us while we were making those East Coast borders. You think Daddy Britain looks down at us with disappointment when they see the West Coast? All those straight lines. Actually, no, Britain drew some straight lines too. Wait. I'm the new virgin? Yes. You know what? I approve. I wouldn't have it any other way. We have Anime Hirohito saying, I want to conquer the world. Skinny Mustache says, how about we do it together? Whoa. Mussolini's spying on them this whole time. You know he was definitely saying, I want to be a part of that. German U-boats thinking they're all sneaky, up until they come up against ships with depth charges. You have no power here, son. And big thanks to the patrons, Zeffi, Stormtrooper 501, Patrick C, Poppy Drew, Manny 74, Mac, M203 BrushEm, LuxembourgLover, I'm About a Nut, FusionWolf, Full Send Nick, EpiNick, Elijah Senpai, Dalton D, AryanAfterHours, Anikyte, Aaron F, and Aaron F2. If you'd like to become a patron, check the link down below.